Homeland Security is talking about, and that is not letting the people know what they're up to, and being disturbed that people are on radio telling the public the truth, which happens to be that government may steal your retirement from you, and how that will be done. This is extraordinarily frightening to them.
Well, let me just get back to Vicky's question, because obviously we are dealing with what may or may not happen. And obviously I can't put a price on a person's state of mind, because obviously if you're concerned about the fact that gold is being held in New York City and there's a possibility that it could disappear out of the vaults at HSBC Bank, well, you've only got one other option. You withdraw, you cancel out your IRA, take the hit, buy physical gold, and you will recover the loss when gold gets to $1,400.
Okay, so how much of a hit are we talking here? 30?
That's 40%.
40%.
Sure. I mean,
under 59.5.
Yeah, I mean, it
would be 30%, approximately below that. It'll vary.
All right. Well,
so in other words, you've got to see the price.
That's something that people have to come to terms with, and that's not easy for people to do.
Well, and
we don't know that there's going to be legislation for sure either.
Yeah. But we do know this. I mean, that where they, the retirement funds, Bob, you're saying that 50% of those are unfunded. There is something that people can do about 401s, but more importantly, the individual retirement accounts, yes, they can take the hit. But, and I know the mindset here. I know the psychology behind this. They're already being beat to snot as it is. So now they're going to voluntarily take an IRA, take a 30 to 40% hit on it. My God, now I'm just doing the damage to myself. But, Robbie, as you rightly pointed out, here's what you have to consider. Here is a woman's life savings of $250,000. That's all she's got. She can't recoup it. And especially, this is not an entrepreneurial environment we're dealing with, so it isn't like you can lose your nest egg, work until you're 75 to try to get it back, and then live out what remaining years you have. So the hard realities of this is, that gold is going to increase. At as you said, Bob, to $1,400-$1,500. You recoup the loss, the hit that you take. Now you've got the physical asset in hand versus sitting in a bank someplace. So it is a matter of judgment. It's scary to people. I understand the psychological, scary ramifications behind this. But, Vicki, do yourself a favor. Call Robbie, 800-791-7898.
You got to put a price on peace of mind.
I'm telling you.
And then that's a tough call. People ask me that all the time. I mean, I can't answer that question. What you should do. It's an individual call. But if I were in that person's position, I'm eliminating my debt as best as I can. I don't have any IRAs or 401s. But if I had $250,000 sitting in an IRA right now, I know where this is going. I'd cash it out in the New York second, and has had many people that we have spoken to. Sure. They have done exactly that. So,
well, I think the bottom line is, it's a personal decision. I agree with you. I mean, I don't have an IRA, and if I had one, I would have cashed it out long ago.
Well, she was lucky.
The minute I heard that they were going to consider rolling retirement into Social Security.
Well, and let me make this wonderful little observation. They have demonstrated that they're going to do whatever they damn well please. Okay? I don't care if you're talking TARP bailouts or $13 trillion in bailouts of the banks and giveaways to just about everybody. I mean, they have demonstrated they're capable of doing anything. So why the hell would I trust them not to do something? I mean...
Well, Bob, can't you make the same argument for annuities then? Because a lot of people have annuities.
Yeah, well, it's not a retirement vehicle.
Yeah,
but people who have annuities, I tell them to get out of them unless they're with mutual companies and they're only in bonds.
That's also 40%.
And the same thing is true with stock insurance companies that have life policies currencies which are gathering cash value.
Can I ask the obvious question?
Because if the market goes down from 8,000 to 4,000, they've already lost 30 to 40% of their money. They'll end up losing 60 or 70. Out now, no question.
Yeah, Bob, let me ask you the obvious question here. Why is it that you're penalized for getting out of an IRA? It's your money, okay? If you're into annuities, it's your money. Why do we have to take a 30, 40% hit to take back what's ours?
Because that's the way they wrote the legislation, to keep the money in the market, to keep the market up so the economy wouldn't collapse.
Sure.
Great. I'll tell you what, we're loaded up here on the phone lines. Let me start rolling the calls here. Robin in California, thank you for holding, Robin.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey, I have another B to add to your Bullets, Bullion, Bible, and...
Beans.
The Bill of Rights.
The fifth B, the most important B.
Yeah, carry that with you, too.
Got that right. You mean the one that everybody's ignoring in Washington, D.C. under special circumstance and crisis?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't always get to listen to you live, so this is kind of cool. Did you happen to watch the 2020 show that they had on guns last Friday?
No, I didn't.
Actually, I was I watched it going, okay, what are they going to do? But it was actually a very good show. It wasn't pro or anti. And what they did is they took these people, some of them were like excellent, crack shots on the range, right? And they put them in a situation, a room, and they gave somebody a gun, and then all of a sudden, like a robber breaks into the classroom or something or other. None of them could perform.
Really?
None of them. And it was like they couldn't even get the gun out of their pants, and all of them, almost all of them. I think only one of them actually took cover, which was so amazing. They stood up and they just started blasting, and they all got killed. Basically in the scenario. But what they pointed out was how, when you're under those circumstances, and I hear the music, so...
Yeah, just hang on. We'll take the break here. Yeah, I've told people this before. You need to take a good training course. I recommend Front Sight because people are not psychologically prepared. Your brain has to go into automatic mode when certain circumstances present themselves. You can't think. You have to act. And many people aren't prepared to do that.